Hello, people. I want to talk about the topic of paper tanks like the Panther 2 and the Tiger 10.5 centimeter, plus the flankpanzer 341 that were removed from the German tech tree. And we'll also be talking about why the mouse was removed too. That will also be included. And also the official response from Gaijin, why they removed from the game, in their answer from the developer devlog in 2019. It was long time ago, but it matters today, even now, because it carries over what they say and they're still following what they say, even now. So let me read the question from the devlog. Currently, the community has an active discussion regarding the mouse. Many players are upset that this tank will disappear from the regular research tree. A lot of questions about the possibility of obtaining it after the release of 1.91, the patch, because the information which was published, the devlog, was that the vehicle which will be withdrawn will become an event vehicle. Can you tell us a bit more about it? And now the official answer from Gaijin is we are closely following this discussion and we can clarify our position in detail. First, in the fate of paper or project vehicles. Such vehicle and self-propelled anti-aircraft gun, the Tiger 10.5 centimeter, the Panther 2, the flankpanzer 341, will be hidden from regular research tree and will remain on the count of any players who already have it. Also, players who have already started the research of those vehicles will be able to research it to the end and the purchase the regular way with Silver Lions. We don't plan on returning these vehicles to the game in any form, as is constructed the very reason for their withdrawal from the game. So you can have a last chance to get this in the conventional way, just beginning researching the vehicle before the next major update 1.91, which is planned to release at the beginning of autumn. So it has been 4 years, and soon be 5 years, since 2024 draws near. And for me, I've been playing at least 7 years, and I haven't seen any events for this paper vehicle to come back again in Warthunder. And that's kind of sad. Now, let's continue. In addition to the tanks that have already been announced in order to replace the ones that are being withdrawn, in the future, other will be added to fill the gaps in the BRs at this range. I think they're talking about like the Tiger 2 replacing the Tiger 10.5 centimeter, and the Panther 2 being replaced by the Panther G in Warthunder, and also the flankpanzer being replaced by the either the Kugelblitz or the Oswin 2. They did do this, but they're not good enough at this. Like they're not the same level, I would say. Especially now, the older two paperback vehicles like the Tiger 10.5 centimeter plus the Panther 2 has actually been moved up to 7.0. But it's not like many people have that BR. Like 7.0 is almost non-existent for Germany. They only have the Kugelblitz. Secondly, the mouse, the reason for the withdrawal from the main research tree is a bit different. The tank was added to the game as a required top rank tank under condition where we limit the historical period of the vehicle for the 1950. In a situation, we consider the introduction of the mouse justified because it made the Germany ground vehicle research tree competitive. However, with the expansion of the research tree in addition of post-war main battle tank, the German research tree received tank comparable to top rank vehicles from other nations, perhaps even better in some aspect. In the other hand, the mouse has remained borderline condition and its balancing is complicated by presence of almost all-round powerful cannon. Proof of armoring in terms of protecting against caliber armor piercing shells and on the other hand by low mobility. So they removed the mouse since it was too hard for them to balance. And the funny thing is, they actually gave it a better round over the years. A round that has a better pen and much further muzzle velocity. Okay. Alright, let's move on. Lowering the BR below its current level, as required by its statistics, is quite difficult, as a large number of new enemies will not be able to penetrate it, while leaving it at the current PR means a regular encounter with a tank with high mobility and shell that can penetrate its protection from any distance. The mouse will be hidden and move from the main research tree to the event and premium vehicle area. So number of such vehicle in battle will be reduced, which will probably allow us to balance it in the future more freely. We also plan to open it for research for a limited time in the future under the same condition as we hid it. This will not happen often, but we do expect it happen regularly, at least once a year. We don't plan for the mouse to appear on Warthunder market, so the tank will remain researchable but under limited conditions. Again, they say it's hard to balance the mouse. That's why they want to limit the use of mouse players in the game so they can balance in the future. But even now, the mouse is unbalanced over 4 years. It still wrecks people if it gets down tiered, and if it gets up tier, it becomes a trash tank because it just gets penetrated by all the tanks that have dart rounds and laser rangefinder at long range. But they do make it available for if you want to get the mouse. Just let everybody know it will become available on November 1st in the anniversary of Warthunder, the biggest sale of the year, and they always bring it back. The mouse will become unlockable, people, so get ready. There's one more thing I know people are gonna ask. Why haven't they removed other paper vehicles? Like in Japan. Like the Hori production example. And the R2Y2. Since they never existed. And in the devlog, the only way they can remove them, they say, is they need an equivalent vehicle. They need a 7.0 vehicle to replace the Hori production. And the same thing for the R2Y2. So they have the same status as the German vehicle they removed, like the Panther 2, the Tiger 10.5, the flankpanzer. But they can't find anything to replace them. Since they can't find anything to replace them, they will not remove them for now. And now the other big thing. You're probably asking why they add them in the first place since they never existed. And that their policies say that if they don't existed in real life, they will not add them. Simply, the reason they add them was because they lied to them. The historian that they hired and the people who Gaijin go to, like the so-called experts, they all lied to them. So they can add their favorite vehicles in the game. So yeah, that's what happened. Anyway, I'm going to end it here, guys. Thanks for watching, everybody. And I'll see you guys next time.